Hello and welcome to my video series on the 7 key attributes of 6, 7, 8 and 8-figure earners. So my name's Naomi Tamiyama and I'm going to be taking you through a video series. So I'm just going to give you an idea of what we're going to be covering over those videos. So in this video I just want to do a quick introduction, a little bit about me, cover the online business revolution and why it's the best time to take your business online, and followed by then 7 videos on each focusing on one of the key 7 attributes of top earners. So that brings me to who am I? So my name's Naomi Tamiyama and I'm a single parent. In my past I got a degree, I got a job, I hated the job, realised that having a job and doing the whole 9 to 5 thing really wasn't something that I wanted to do. I just didn't feel like I fitted into that. I just wanted freedom. Part of me really craved that freedom. So I had a hobby business that I was running part-time whilst I was working, and decided that I was going to make that my full-time income. So I've had that business for over 16 years now, and was working full-time in that business for about 6 of those years. And in the autumn of 2015, I realised that my work with my business was very, very seasonal. So from December through to March, I would not be earning very much at all. So I was relying on the rest of the year to have savings to get me through those winter months. And that year, it had been a particularly difficult year financially, with very, very few sales, that my funds was pretty much dry before even the winter months had started. And out of frustration and really a huge amount of stress with not knowing what the future would bring, and worrying that I would be out on the streets, and that my son would be, going without, I realised that something needed to change. I was desperate to find a solution, and I was looking everywhere. And then out of the blue, a friend of mine posted something about online marketing on his Facebook page, and piqued my interest because that's exactly what I was looking for. And I said, oh yeah, here's my email, send me an email with the details. And then when I saw the training, I jumped on it and grabbed it with both hands, and then realised the power of having an online business, and threw myself into it head first, because I knew that something needed to change. And that's how I found internet marketing. And my main reason for that is, I wanted to spend as much time with my then 1-year-old, he's now 2, and still be able to earn income without having the worry that if the weather's bad, I'm not going to be earning any money. And also taking the stress out of having to travel all over the place and doing physically taxing events with my other business. And really, just to share this with you, I'm just a normal everyday person. There's nothing particularly special about my skill set. I'd never really used on internet marketing before I even got started with the business. So, if you're thinking, oh, I can't do this, then I'm here to say, actually, I'm just a normal person. If I can do it, you can do it too. So that brings me to the online business revolution. Right now, it's a powerful time, giving us a huge amount of opportunities that we've never had before, with the advent of the internet, and even more so with the fact that we now have mobile internet. We've got computers in the form of our phones or tablets that are constantly riding around in our pockets or in our bags. Just to give you a rough idea, and obviously these statistics are from the beginning of 2016, so they're more than likely higher than these numbers. So they're just to give you a rough idea. There's approximately 4 billion internet users globally. That's a lot of people. Half of which, approximately 2 billion of people, are on Facebook. So, half of that market are on one platform of social media. And on average, people are spending 1 to 2 hours a day on social media. And obviously, Facebook is the market leader when it comes to people spending time on there. So, on average, people are spending 40 minutes to an hour and a half per day on Facebook. Now, I know people that are using that a lot more. Equally, I know some people that are using it less. However, think about how if you're on Facebook or social media, think about how many times you pick up your phone and you quickly check to see if anyone's updated their statuses, or if anyone's liked any of your posts, or if you've had any messages. And if you're not on social media, think about how many times you check your emails a day. And if you think you only check your emails a couple of times, I dare you to sit down with your computer or your mobile device and mark down every time you check your email and social media, and mark down how much you're spending every time you're doing it, because I guarantee you're spending more time doing that than you realise that you're doing. So what does this all mean? There's a lot of users, which means there are a lot of potential customers. Yes, a big proportion of those will be young people, but there's there's a lot of people that are out there and they're hungry for what you have to offer. You just need to learn how to use the internet and how to market those products to the people that are your target audience. Also, the power of the internet gives you a way of reaching the masses 24/7. Whereas if you've had a bricks and mortar business, you're relying on the people coming into your business during trading hours. Whereas with an online business, if you have a strong business system, you can set things up and you can be earning money even when you sleep, because whenever your time zone is, when you're asleep, there'll be another time zone that they're just getting up in the morning. So you can be placing your offers and your ads, reaching those people 24/7, generating income whilst you're sleeping. Now, how amazing is that? So right now it's the best time to get on and take your business online. Even if you have a physical product, you can still use internet marketing strategies to use the internet to get more customers. But digital products really definitely a good way to be online and marketing digital products, because you don't have the physical shipping, you don't have to sit on masses of stock. And I understand this because my business was in the holistic sector, which meant I had a lot of physical stock, which takes up space, and then you're having to go to the post office frequently. So really, really important to bear this in mind when you're thinking about it. So that brings me to the main reason why I've decided to do this series, is the 7 key attributes of top online marketers. Now you might be asking, where did I come up with this list? Well, I spent a lot of time training and investing in my own education with the business system that I'm currently working with, and part of that is they have several live training events. So I get the opportunity to not only listen to top earners speak and train, but I also get the opportunity to network with them, speak to them, get to know them. And also get to ask them questions about themselves, their strategies, their mindset. So this list is the main points and the main reoccurring points that I found across all the people that I've spoken to that are earning from 6 figures and upwards. One thing that they all have in common is they have a huge amount of commitment. They have focus. They all invest in their education, so coaching and mentoring. They prioritize their activities with the income generation first, and they take fast action. They have a strong reason why, and they take full responsibility for their results. So that covers the 7 key attributes that I'm going to be speaking about in the next 7 videos. That brings us to the end of video 1, and I hope you will come and join me on video 2.